And unlike other times when he's filled this room to teach either about Afghanistan or Islam or even conspiracy theory, he's returned as a creative writing instructor whose class is full, but he's just told us he will teach it in the winter. So I wanted him to talk to you about how he teaches writing. Tamim Ansary.
Hi, guys. Thanks a lot for being here. The interesting thing about memoir to me is that when you sit down to write one, you're doing the same thing as you would do if you were sitting down to write a novel. And you're also doing the same thing you would do if you were sitting down to write a history. I took Bart over here, and as I was sitting in the station in Glen Park, I was reading a novel, and it was about, I'll confess, it was about a madman who had gotten his hands on a weapon that could destroy the whole city. And I was into it, and I was very tense, And then I looked up, and I saw the sign that said, Bart delayed. And I was tense. And Bart delayed is something that would be hard to make tense in a novel, perhaps, but I was tenser about that than I was about blowing up the city. And so the point I'm trying to make is that the things that make novels entertaining and gripping, tension, suspense, romance, drama, humor, irony, we only recognize those things in novel because we've experienced them in real life. And so writing a memoir is about, finding those qualities in real life events and then finding a way to make them real to somebody else. It's the process of going from a private story to something that you set before the public. At the same time, I know there's a bit of a vogue for something that's called creative nonfiction, and it seems to sometimes mean if your story isn't good enough, you make up some stuff to make it a better story. And my whole thesis is that when you're writing a memoir, you're doing so in the faith that the story is actually in there, and you're looking for it. And so in this workshop, I think there's going to be 18 people. And it's not a literature workshop, it's not a discussion workshop, it's not a lecture workshop, it's a discussion and you're actually writing something, or you're thinking about writing one, and we're involved in that process. And that process will include, first of all, digging up the memories, because you don't know what you remember till you try to remember it. In fact, at any given moment, most of your life is forgotten because you're not thinking about it. So the first thing is digging up the memories. The second thing is looking for the story-like essence that is in real-life events. And then the third part, of course, is the writing part, how to bring that to life, how to make that something that you've communicated. So come on down on Wednesdays if you're in the class already, or look me up in the winter term. I'll be there again.
Great. Thank you, Tamim.